Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am just a regular dude walking in the Word. Thanks for joining us as we are continuing our journey through the book of Matthew. Today we're starting Matthew 25, and it's the parable of the 10 virgins. Okay, and we're going to be taking this in 2 days because we'll read the same parable each day, but there's two different aspects I want to point out in each day. Okay, so that way it's not like a 30-minute episode. So today, let's read from Matthew 25, verses 1 through 13. And again, this is the parable of the 10 virgins. All right, it says this. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them are foolish and 5 are wise. The foolish ones took their lamps but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in their jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight they rang out, "Here is the bridegroom, come out to meet him." Okay, so to understand, I'm going to stop here for a moment. To understand this parable fully, you have to understand how marriages in that time period worked. Okay, so a man would be betrothed to, or the woman would be betrothed to the man, and it might be like a deal that was worked out between the parents, and usually the husband would come and give a dowry, I think that is, give money or animals or whatever to the family of his new wife. Okay, and that was supposed to be held in like security, that like if anything happened to him, that money could be used for her to continue living or whatever. So, but then what would happen is this: after the deal was all made and stuff, the husband was to go and build a house or add on to the house or whatever, but he had to have a house, a place for them to live. Okay, and so he had to go build it and get it ready, and then once it was built, he could come back and get his bride, and then they would, start the wedding festival. Okay, but he had to have that built, and it might take a while to build. In a few years ago, it was easy to get stuff built. Now you got contractors that are delayed. You got building materials right here in Florida that are delayed. The price of building materials has gone up. All that stuff could play out into it, and so you didn't know how long it was going to take to build that house. And then the groom was supposed to come and get his bride, but you didn't know for sure when it was going to happen. But she needed to be ready. Okay, that's the context of this whole parable taking place. Okay, so let's keep reading. Verse 7. Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, there may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourself." But while they were on their way to buy oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later the others also came. "Lord, Lord," they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour." Okay, so the point I wanted to make from this parable is this today. If you looked at verse 7 and 8, it says this: "Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, 'Give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out.' Verse 9, it says, "No," they replied, "there may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." The point I wanted to make here is this: salvation is personal. Okay, those in this parable here, the oil can't be shared. You needed to have enough oil for yourself. So, and it's the same way for salvation. When we ask God for salvation, it's not salvation for my whole family. Okay, it's salvation for myself. Jesus has died for us each individually. Okay, so it's wrong for me to think that I've received salvation, so now all my kids are saved too. No, they have to make that commitment. Each person has to make their own personal commitment. Okay, so and again, it's wrong if I have a son or a daughter, and you know, someone asks, "Are you saved?" And I go, "Well, yeah, I'm saved. My parents are saved, so of course I'm saved, and I'm going to heaven." No, it's not like that. You have to have that relationship with Jesus. You have to have that personal relationship with Jesus. You can't piggyback on someone else. Okay? Yeah, there's no piggyback rides into heaven. Each person stands before the judgment seat of Christ. Okay? You don't go, hey, and I got, my brother, he's long behind me here. No, it doesn't work like that. So that is the point of, one of the points of this parable is salvation is individual, and it's personal. Okay, you can't, it's not shared. Okay, I am to encourage others to receive salvation, and for them to make that personal response, response to Christ. But I can't. What I have is not shareable like that. It's a personal relationship with Jesus. So hopefully that makes sense to you all. And we're going to continue on. We're going to be talking about another aspect of this tomorrow as we journey through the book of Matthew. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.